Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He's going to return it from near the goal line. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And each offense features a star tight end, Kirk. What an elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
When was the last time we did a game where we were excited to watch two tight ends from opposing teams go against each other? But that's what we have today. Both of these guys are elite at their position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better than them.
You bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
A new set of downs after that completion. Looking to throw it on first down. Lets it go quickly. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. He's brought down, but an explosive play through the air.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Bootleg looking to throw. Caught quickly. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Pass caught, second down now. He'll hand it off. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. He's going to pull it down and run. They chase him down and tried to run for it, but it'll bring up fourth down.
Offense facing fourth down.
So they'll send out the field goal unit to give it a shot here from very long distance. You know the kicker has good range, but this one is from 59 yards away. And he's got it, no problem. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50+.
So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. They'll be challenged today by one of the elite linebacker groups in the sport, Kurt. Impact players who fly around and are capable of just taking over football games.
Yeah, Chris, I think it's the versatility of what these guys do that really makes them so unique. I mean, they can play off ball and defend the run, and you get into passing situations, oftentimes you'll see these guys blitz or get up near the line of scrimmage and pressure the quarterback. When you have that kind of ability, it's rare, let alone to have 2 of them. So that's why this defense is one of the best. Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36 in his first down. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Bringing pressure. Tries to avoid the rush and just gets rid of it.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Grab down the middle. It's Ross. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game.
This is what makes the RPO so difficult to defend if you have a quarterback who can read it. It's that old argument, which guy has the chalk last? Well, with a quarterback that can read it like that, the quarterback has the chalk last. He reads that they're up, makes the throw in the quick slant, gets some really good yards.
Looks right for a quick completion. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Back to throw again. Looking for the wideout. Oh, that one's picked off. He's bringing it back. Out past the 30. Inside the 10.
Chris, I think the quarterback gets fooled here. He might have thought it was man-to-man coverage. I thought he might go to the outside. He comes back to the middle, and that linebacker's playing zone, reading the quarterback's eyes, steps in front of that throw, and takes it to the house for a touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And the kickoff will be returned. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. They'll run it to the left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
That is called gap integrity. Nice job by this defense of taking away that inside run and then using their speed as the back tried to bounce that to the outside. There's just no room to run.
They lose 3 in that play, so now it's second down and 13. Important play coming up. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Makes a quick catch. Great defensive play, tackled quickly. Not much of a gain. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
On third down, he drops to throw. They trap him and sack him back at the 10. As we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. The punt team making their way on the field. See if he can make something happen with the return. The returner is brought down. Gets us started on the next drive. Offense on the field to take over. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Offense getting set. It's second down. He's looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Now the defense goes with that nickel, gives him more speed on the field, and I think they did a nice job of taking every option this quarterback had, nowhere to go with the football, and eventually they get the sack.
So here comes third and long, trying to overcome that sack. This is going to be really difficult. Now in third and very long, looking to throw. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. Third down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
And the punt team now on to kick it away. He's on to boot it away now. And that sets up a return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Offense tries that onto the field, hoping to start a drive here. Handing off on the draw play. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. The back just had no chance there. The defense is all over the draw play to stop him behind the line.
Yeah, I don't know if they were tipped off or what, but they weren't fooled at all. You could tell the defense was dialed in, knew exactly what was coming, and made the tackle.
Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Short pass finds the tight end. They're finally able to stop him. The quarterback brings the big man down. Not easy to do with that size difference.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball, and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for a man deep on the right side. And the pass is dropped incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball.
What a hit there on third down. The timing was perfect, and now we got a big fourth down play.
And here comes the punter onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the second time. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So the first play of the drive coming up here. Under 3 minutes to play before half. Trying the little counter play here. Solid gain there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. Offense showing a bunch formation now. Second down, we're going to throw it. It's an out route, the catch made, and he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
When you throw an out route against man coverage, man, it puts a premium on a receiver who can set up the defensive back to be able to still have room to get to the outside and be timed up with a quarterback. That was great execution.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Pressure is coming. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the second quarter.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense in man-to-man coverage. Nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. Returner decides to fair catch this. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. That run moves the ball across the 35.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Here's the second down play. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, He's unable to hold on to the football.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Swarmed with a pass rush, a sack. Timeout is called by the defense. That's their 1st of the half.
Man, I love to see these big fellas get a chance to make a play. Usually it's the guys on the edge, linebackers, but here, the nose guard comes up with a sack.
And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Makes the catch downfield. They've got him at the 48, but that's a 1st down.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
One play moves the ball to the 48. Another 1st down coming up. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. The sure hands. It's Parks. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Well, it's a game of matchups. Always has been and it always will be, especially on the perimeter. And the quarterback believes his guy is better than their guy.
That completion sets up a 2nd down play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. He lets it rip. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands.
Big shot here early in the game by the offense, but, man, you got to give the defense a lot of credit. Not surprised at all or caught off guard, but it's aggressive chance by this offense in good position to take that throw away.
Crucial 3rd down play right here. Looking for a receiver. Snags the quick throw. The offense will call a timeout. That's their 2nd of the half.
Well, when you play zone defense on 3rd down and you don't get pressure from your defensive line, you're going to give a quarterback a lot of time to be able to find an open receiver and eventually get the 1st down. Not surprised at all that they're able to convert.
Go to the sideline, steps out after a short gain. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
The key here, Chris, is the timing by the quarterback. The fact he got the ball out quickly gave his receiver a chance. One more hitch or a slight hesitation, and that's an incompletion or an interception.
He'll look to throw it here on 2nd down. Pass caught. Defense makes the stop very close to a 1st down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. So it's 3rd down, but out comes the field goal unit. They'll try to add 3 points before halftime. He was on the mark with his last kick, but this one is from 48 yards out. He missed it. Off target that time. And after the miss, they're still leading by 10.
That's a missed opportunity for some points here. The way they were moving the football, I thought maybe a touchdown, at the very least 3 points, but instead, he shanks it.
The pass rush closing in. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the 2nd half.
The kickoff team out there now to get the 2nd half underway. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And out comes the offense set to take over here. First play of the 2nd half is a handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. It's a quick grab. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Caught over the middle. It's Ross. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert and come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's reeled in. It's Morris. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
That completion makes it second and medium. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. Oh, it's incomplete. Tried a little lob pass there, but doesn't work.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
After the incompletion, they'll line up now for 3rd and 5. Looking deep down the right side. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on.
Now, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
So the drive stalls, and here comes the punting team. He gets it away. Directional kick with nice distance. Offense ready to start this drive. And they'll run it with the draw play. Solid gain, moves the ball to the 37.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they'll use the ground game here. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Well, they don't block the defensive end, who shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
He's running out of time here. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, they come out firing here to start this second half. They didn't make this completion, but I think it sends a clear message to this defense that the adjustments that this offense is going to make is that they're going to be aggressive and they're going to look for their one-on-one opportunities.
They'll kick it away here. He's going to try to return the punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team there. Here's the first play of the drive. They're set up at the 31. First down. Looking to throw the football. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up his offense.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And the offense gets a chance to start with a short field. of the shotgun. He'll hand it off. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Second down after that previous play. And the quarterback dropping back. It's a screen pass complete to the running back. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Offense does a really nice job of timing up this screen pass, using the defense's aggression against them here, and the back's able to navigate his way for a first down.
Offense comes up on first down in 13 personnel. This can create some problems for a defense. They're going to run it here. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Handoff here from the shotgun. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on 4th down.
And the coach elects to send out the field goal unit. Knocks that one right down the middle. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. This should be the last play of the quarter coming up. They'll hand it off. The defense able to bring him down to wrap up the 3rd quarter of play. Set now for the 4th quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. On the run, it's Morris. Has the first down and more. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a first down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what. They have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, has just really been the story of the game. This defense has completely eliminated this offense's ability to run the football, made them one-dimensional, and that's why they haven't been able to put many points on the board.
Important 2nd down play coming up. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Checks this down to the running back.
Well, we just continue to see this defense make great plays, especially with their tackling. And the awareness to understand we're in the 4th quarter, you're trying to keep this offense in bounds so they keep that clock moving.
An important 3rd down attempt for this offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. And it's hauled in way downfield. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a first down on that third down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
This offense showing their explosive ability. One huge play, and they're set up in the red zone. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught on the outside. It's Moore. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
Well, if you're not careful as a quarterback, this is the kind of route that defensive back wants to jump and get in front of for an interception and maybe a touchdown going the other way. But this time, the receiver runs it well, brings it in, and then gets out of bounds.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Well, that's an example right there of what vision and patience and ability can do for a running back. He was on a mission to get into the end zone, and really, he made it look easy.
See if they can convert the point after. Extra point makes it a 6-point game, 13-7. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. The offense with 3 tight ends now on 1st down, trying to create a mismatch. Working clock with the ground game. They'll tackle him at the 17-yard line.
Hey, Chris, with the offense backed up this deep in their own territory, runs like this at least give you a little bit of breathing room. But you've got to continue to protect the football, especially trying to hold on to this lead.
2nd down play coming up for this offense. Movement here from the tight end. Keeping it on the ground here. Gets some space around the 30. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
There he is. Finally, he's able to get on track and pick up some big yards here in the 4th quarter. It has been a relatively quiet game for him. The defense has done a nice job of bottling him up, but not there. He finally shows what he's capable of doing when he gets out in space and can show you that speed.
It's a draw play. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Offense now behind the 6 on 2nd down. They need 12 after that 1st down loss. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Blocked by the receiver. The tackle is made very near midfield. Good enough for a 1st down. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Putting together a nice drive now. It'll be 1st down, close to midfield. Motion now from the tight end. Offense will keep it on the ground here.
Positive yards are always important for an offense, but at this stage of the game, late in the ball game, playing with the lead, you're thinking about working that clock and continuing to keep the ball in bounds.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout as this offense tries to work the clock and preserve this lead. Time winding down. This offense comes to the line trying to bleed out the clock. From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Can he make it to the marker? And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Ball is snapped, and the quarterback will just take a knee.